Safan and Shaheer were brothers. They lived in a big town called Bahria Town. Safan was the older brother. He liked to play cricket and video games.
Shaheer was younger. He loved to read stories and go on adventures. One sunny day, Safan and Shaheer were playing in the park.
Let's go to the pond, Shaheer.
Shaheer smiled. He loved the pond. It was full of colorful fish and lily pads.
Do you think we'll see a frog today?
Maybe, but be careful not to fall in, narrator. Safan laughed.
The brothers reached the pond and peered into the water. They hoped to see a fish jump. Instead, something shiny caught Shaheer's eye.
Safan, look!
At the bottom of the pond, half hidden in the mud, was a key. It was old and made of brass. The key glimmered in the sunlight.
Wow, that's amazing. How did it get there?
Shaheer carefully pulled the key from the mud. He wiped the mud off with his shirt. The key gleamed even brighter now. They could see strange markings on it. S2. It's heavy.
It looks really old.
Safan's eyes were wide with wonder. He took the key from Shaheer and examined it closely. The markings seemed like a language they didn't recognize, but there was something familiar about them.
Look, it looks like a map, narrator. Shaheer gasped.
Safan held the key closer. He turned it this way and that. The markings on the key weren't just any markings. They looked like a map of their town. Bahria Town? Safan traced the lines with his finger. S1, you're right.
This looks like our street, and that's the park.
Shaheer's eyes sparkled with excitement.
This key must lead to somewhere special. Let's follow the map and see where it takes us.
To their surprise, it turned. The door creaked open slowly. He tried the doorknob. Nothing happened. Safan took a deep breath and knocked. Thump! Thump! The boys walked up the creaky steps to the front door. This must be it. The windows were boarded up and the garden was overgrown. It was made of dark wood and had a tall, pointed roof. At the end of the street stood a grand old mansion. Soon they were walking down a street they had never been on before, but the map led them further and further away from their home. They walked past the park and down the familiar streets of Bahria Town. Safan and Shaheer followed the map on the key. Section 4. The Old Mansion. Section 5. Secrets in the Attic.
Safan and Shaheer stepped inside the mansion.
The air was dusty and still.
Cobwebs hung from the ceiling.
They could hear the sound of their own breathing.
The boys tiptoed through the dark hallway, their hearts pounding.
They found a dusty old staircase.
Slowly, they climbed the stairs.
The steps creaked under their weight.
The staircase led to a small, dusty attic.
A single window cast a beam of light into the room.
In the center of the attic sat a wooden chest.
The chest was old and covered in carvings.
It looked like it had been there for hundreds of years.
Could this be what the key unlocked? Section 6. A Town's History Revealed.
Safan carefully inserted the key into the lock. He turned the key, and the chest creaked open. S1. It fit perfectly.
Inside, they found stacks of old scrolls tied with ribbons.
Safan and Shaheer unrolled the scrolls one by one.
They were filled with beautiful writing and colorful pictures.
The scrolls told stories about their town, Bahria Town, from long, long ago.
They learned about the brave people who had lived there before them.
They saw pictures of their town when it was just a small village.
Shaheer and Safan were amazed.
They had discovered a treasure.
They ran all the way home, eager to share their discovery.
They showed the scrolls to their parents and friends.
Everyone was amazed by the stories and pictures.
The people of Bahria Town came together to celebrate their history.
They learned about their past and felt proud of their town.